A legendary golf swing finally returns to screens as Netflix presents Happy Gilmore 2, almost 30 years after the original came out in 1996. Adam Sandler is reprising his cult favorite role as the irascible golfer Happy Gilmore. The heart and the laughs are nursed in a twist-laden sequel, peppered with callbacks and cameos. As the film streams worldwide, many are wondering, who cast Happy Gilmore 2? Fans are celebrating the comeback, whereas the critics remain somewhat quarrelsome on its emotional and comedic tone. Who is in the Happy Gilmore 2 cast? Adam Sandler is the lead again as Happy Gilmore, aged and emotionally broken, stuck in a grocery clerk job. Julie Bowen returns as Virginia Venit, though mostly in the memories and visions. She dies almost instantly in a shockingly rare golf accident from which the vehicle derives its emotional arc. Christopher McDonald is back as Shooter McGavin, the erstwhile nemesis of Gilmore, presently a little washed up and desperate for relevance. Kevin Nealon reprises Gary Potter, spouting out metaphors more bizarre than ever. Dennis Dugan returns as Doug Thompson, once again further embedding the original's DNA. Ben Stiller is also back as Hal-El, who now runs an alcoholic support group called Alkies. The evolution of his character catches fans off guard and brings more emotional depth to the script. Who joined the Happy Gilmore 2 cast? A slew of fresh characters enter the already bloated cinematic universe. Benny Safdie plays Frank Manatee, a billionaire CEO who controls the new Maxi League of Golf. Bad Bunny brings his adrenaline and charm to the picture as Happy's eccentric new caddy, Oscar Mejias. Sunny Sandler plays Vienna, Happy's teenage daughter, while her sister Sadie makes an appearance at the Alkies support meeting. These roles put Sandler's actual kids in front of the camera. Haley Joel Osment plays Shooter's overachieving son, and Margaret Qualley is cast as a rising golf influencer. Then, Eric Andre and Ethan Kutkoski pepper chaos and comedy into their minor roles. Why is there so much buzz about cameos? The brimming star cameos and splendid appearances have a plethora of charm within the film. The distinguished golf personalities of Rory McIlroy, Scottie Scheffler, Paige Spiranak, and John Daly appear as themselves in a rival scenario. Travis Kelce, meanwhile, appears in perhaps one of the silliest moments, some sort of hallucination about honey and a bear. Post Malone's cameo is for just one explosive line, and Eminem, as a jackass, takes over the heckling duties once filled by the late Bob Barker. Stephen A. Smith, Guy Fieri, and Ken Jennings make cameo appearances that are so brief you might miss them. All appearances go into the big win of putting fans first for the sequel. Sandler's daughters step into the spotlight. There seems to be a very dramatic growth and expansion in Sandler's on-screen family in this sequel. Sandler's daughters from real life, Sunny and Sadie Sandler, have substantial roles to play. Sunny Sandler stars as Vienna, the daughter of Happy, whose parents require money to get into ballet school in France. She brings a great deal of sincerity and heart to her performance, creating real emotional stakes for Happy's return to golf. Sadie Sandler provides a brief but charmingly memorable appearance during an Alkies support meeting. These instances showcase Sandler's gradual shift toward more family-centric storytelling in the latter days of his career. How do critics rate Happy Gilmore 2? The critical reaction has been polarizing. Some praise the movie for delivering on nostalgia and emotion, while others point out an absence of humor. The New York Post called the film a lack of heart and chaos in the original, as it was overly safe in its storytelling. Others, like Esquire, found beauty in the sheer number of cast members and in the self-aware script, praising how the film honors old characters while creating new relationships. Agreed by reviewers, the film earns points when it exploits its absurdity and pain rather than going for awkward gags. The sequel pays tribute to its lost legends. The movie pays tribute to the late Carl Weathers, who played Chubbs in the original. When it came to filming the sequel, the script had to be rewritten so that the tribute was fitting. In the scene set in a graveyard, there are tombstones for Chubbs, Grandma, and Bob Barker, an homage to Happy's past days. Happy's second chance at competitive golf turns symbolic. He notates here that he must not only triumph over his opponents, but also face loss, aging, and fatherhood. For a comedy sequel, the emotional undertone is quite deep. Final thought. Happy Gilmore 2 is a nostalgically drenched ride with cameos, callbacks, and strangely compelling emotional depth. Not as fresh as its predecessor, but it gives something rarely seen, a maturing Sandler dealing with grief, legacy, and love. For all you came for, golf, laughs, or the Happy Gilmore 2 cast, the Netflix sequel goes for guts, if not straight.